Okay, it's Saturday morning, I'm going down to Strom, I'm going to be having some ozone therapy on my shoulder, I'm going to be doing some bagging up for the mail-outs for some of the reviews, and I'm going to be doing some work getting ready for FedEx, but this video is going to be about the ozone therapy. Ozone is the O3 molecule, you may know O2 from oxygen, the stuff that keeps you alive, and H2O, which is water, which also keeps you alive. That's about the end of my chemistry knowledge, so I'm going to get Aaron, the guy who runs the Hench project at Strom, to give a little bit more of an in-depth explanation. It's actually something I'm really excited about. I've had some other treatments from him, and they've all been really beneficial. Now, initially when I heard ozone therapy, I thought you were going to breathe it in and then your muscles would sort of be super saturated with oxygen. That's not at all what's happening. It's an injection in the shoulder. Just packing my bags now because Shropshire is ass backwards. There's nowhere to get food from around where Rick is, so I'm packing myself my little meal prep lunch. Hashtag health. There we go, showered, ready. Few travel montage. So this is Aaron of the Hench project, and what are we here to do today?
Well, today we're going to give Tariq some injections into his shoulder. He's having some shoulder problems, and what we're using is a gas called ozone. It's O3 rather than oxygen being O2, so it's an extra spare oxygen molecule which is quite unstable. Helps to hyper-oxygenate the area, accelerate healing.
Wonderful. And what's this piece of equipment that we've got over here?
This is a cool piece of kit because what we've got is we've got a mid-zone ozonating machine from Germany. So we've got oxygen that's coming through here, get electrically charged so it converts it, and then all that we need to do is press a few buttons, get the concentration right. We're always going to be using around 20 micrograms per mil of ozone. It's charging up now, you can hear it wearing away, and all I need to do is press a button and the syringe will fill up with ozone.
And is that in a liquid form or a gas?
No, it is a gas. It is a gas.
Oh.
And what works particularly well about it is because it's a gas rather than a liquid, it helps to dissipate it into the area that we're trying to target, so it makes it that much more effective. It's going to be 2 injections because we want to actually access the shoulder itself. So we're going to be going in from the rear to the glenohumeral joint as well as just under here, subacromial. So we're really going to be saturating the area which is causing the discomfort with the ozonating gas, with the ozone gas to help with all the aches and pains.
So a couple of injections in both shoulders, and I will feedback in a couple of hours, and then we'll do another little feedback in a couple of days and see how we're getting on. Thank you very much. You're welcome to. Okay, so we got home from Strom. It's about 5:30 in the evening. Had the ozone therapy about 11:30. To start with, after I had the injections, which didn't particularly hurt, there was a dullness and an aching in the muscle that lasted for a couple of hours. It's sort of slowly fading away. It feels a little bit like a dead arm. Now, apparently, a lot of the effects will happen overnight when you get a chance to rest and your body gets a chance to recover. So I will check back in the morning. So far, feel like I've got good range of motion in both shoulders. It's still a little bit sore, if I'm 100% honest, but looking forward to seeing how I feel when I wake up. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock at night. Just whispering because Matt's in bed in the other room. I've still got a little bit of residual sort of dead arm in both shoulders, but some of the effects are immediate, some of the other effects take a little bit of time. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Okay, it's Sunday and I have spent the entire day trying not to die, it's so hot. But I thought I'd give a little update on the O3 injections. Now when I woke up this morning, my shoulders were still a little bit sore. That sort of dissipated by about lunchtime today. Went and trained this afternoon. It was a leg session, but did do a little bit of back work. And my shoulder feels good. That niggling, sort of grinding pain that I've had for the last few months really feels like it's improved. One thing I have noticed is that sort of niggling, grinding pain that I've had in my shoulder for a while does seem to be considerably less today. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs over the next few days, because I think if it triggers that healing reaction, you'll need to give it a little bit of time. For me, I didn't have that much inflammation in my shoulder, so the effects were probably not as pronounced as they would be if you had some kind of swelling or inflammation in your shoulder and you then had the treatment. It'll be interesting to see how the week goes on. I'll give you an update after Monday, and I've got a bench session as well then, so that should really push it. But I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so today was the first day I trained upper body since I had the ozone therapy. I was doing overhead press. I got a PB on 3 reps at 92.5 kgs, and then I managed to do some bench, and I did some overhead press, strict press as well. And for the first time in ages, my shoulder doesn't hurt. So the first few days I was a little bit skeptical. I was still getting some residual muscle soreness in the shoulder that felt like a dead arm. but today is the first day that I've really seen the benefits from it. Now, I think a lot of the problems with my shoulder are caused by muscle imbalances, so obviously the ozone isn't going to correct those, but in terms of reducing inflammation, getting my arms moving, getting my shoulders moving, it's actually been a success. I'm surprised. I was kind of giving up on it at the end of day one, didn't really see much benefit, was still in a little bit of discomfort, but today is the first day where actually I'm thinking, yes, there is an improvement in my shoulder. Now what I'll do is I'll do a follow-up video to this one in about a week, and I'll give you a breakdown after a little bit more time has elapsed. Now the ozone therapy was £25. I don't know if the price is going to be going up if it becomes a more regular thing. You can book on the Strong website. Go and check it out for yourself. Give Rick a DM if you've got any questions about it. So in conclusion, my experience with ozone therapy was positive. It's a very strange sensation having gas injected into your shoulder. There was a little bit of discomfort immediately after the procedure, but I think overall it's definitely been worth it. So thank you very much for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next review.